Hey guys, so today we're going to dip our emblems red. I already did one. I did this rear and I'm going to show you how to do it by doing the front. But the advantage of the spray plastic dip is that it's easily removable, and it's pretty easy to work with. The disadvantage is that it's pretty easily removable. So it's easier to remove than a wrap, and of course it's not as invasive as painting. So you could, if I change my mind, I could do it black or blue if I want, white. But anyways, I think the red looks really sharp, and it looks better than the chrome does. I'll show you how I do it by showing you how to do the front. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to clean your surface, and cleaning the paint is not as important as making sure the emblem itself is really clean, because as you'll see, we're just going to peel off all the excess dip around the emblem, and then just the emblem will remain. I'm going to be using just alcohol to clean the emblem. Alcohol is nice because it evaporates and it won't leave a film after you're done cleaning. I'm using a microfiber rag, and make sure you clean the side walls really well, because that's what the dip is going to really try to adhere to, and those are the weak areas of a dip, is around the edges of whatever it is you're trying to dip. So make sure that part of it is real clean. Run your fingernail over the edges on the other side of your microfiber rag. And of course the top needs to be clean. Like I said, the area around the emblem, the paint, it's not as important to be clean, but it's nice to have that clean so you have a easy surface to peel off the wrap. Alright, once you've cleaned everything off, we'll start taping the area around the emblem. There, and if you have not a heat gun, if you have a air gun, it'll be good to just blow everything to make sure you have all the debris off. Right, so what I'm going to be using is this Duplicolor custom wrap spray. It's not really wrap, it's basically plastic dip, but they can't use that name because that's already taken. So this is in matte red. Shake it up really well. And start from the outside of your boundary and move in, and the first coat has to be really light, okay? So that's all I'm going to do for the first coat, and I'm going to put around 7 or 8 coats on this, 5 minutes between each coat. Alright, this will be the 8th coat of the spray wrap. Just be patient, don't do too thick, because if you do it too thick it'll start running. So it's better 8 thin coats than 2 really thick coats. Alright, it's been drying for 45 minutes, so I'm going to peel it off. So I'm just going to take this off, and you'll see it'll just peel off pretty easily. So you don't want to get too aggressive with your peeling of the tape, or it'll start peeling the logo that you want to keep. So I'm just going to take out the plastic and the tape for right now, and then I'll get to the logo after that, just to get this out of the way. So for here, usually I like to find a sharp edge and then work my way out. So there's edges here, and one on the bottom. So you can just roll it a little bit and it'll start coming right out. And hopefully it'll just cut itself. Like that. Alright. You don't want to take a blade to this because you don't want to damage your paint. So if you do need some fine tuning, get a wooden toothpick if you need to do some fine. Places inside are often hard to get, and if it's a thin strip of spray, it won't want to hang on as much. So I have just a little, I'll show you. I have just a little bit of area right here that I'd like to take off, and a little bit on the top side. But with that type of work, you know, you're just gonna have to be real slow and patient with the toothpick to get the last bits off. But if you're patient, you should be able to get it all out. In some areas, you know, it may not even be worth your trouble to take out completely. Which is the case here. I think that's about all I'm going to do. So let's take a look at it up close. We see it looks pretty good. And that's the way it looks on the car. I think it looks real sharp. I think the red matches really well with my wheel caps, and I'm going to paint my calipers red, so it's going to match really well. And you already saw the rear.